Yo, what's going on, Trojan family? What's up? And welcome to the USC LAFB show here on the LAFB network. We are Los Angeles Sports, and this is your destination for USC football news. Big development, I think, has just happened over the past couple days, and that is five-star safety Jet Washington locking in an official visit with the USC Trojans. This is big because I think Jet Washington out of Bishop Gorman has had one of the quieter recruiting processes for a five-star. You know, most of these five-stars are taking tons of visits. You hear all these kind of updates and rumors and trending, and it's real quiet on the Jet Washington trail. And with USC, it's been even more quiet, so much so in the sense that both 24/7 Sports and On 3 have them like way down on the list of even like warm or, potential. On 3 with their recruiting prediction machine, how they kind of list the top schools and where they kind of rank them or percentages of potential commitment. SC is not even listed. UCLA's in there along with a lot of the other, top schools, obviously, they're going after him, but USC is not even listed in there. So clearly, SC has picked up a lot of momentum late because only 4 official visits for Jet Washington, and USC is one of them. He's going to Alabama this weekend, May 30th. He'll be at USC June 3rd, Ohio State June 6th, and Oregon June 13th. Depending how these visits go, would not be surprised if he picks up one more official visit at the end of June, that June 20th weekend. But for now, those are the 4 that he has. And I mean, this is really big because, again, this is a name that, we've talked about Jet Washington earlier kind of in the process. But again, it's really cooled since then, and especially with how deep the defensive backfield is for USC. But I think 2 things, and I know he's a safety, so hear me out here, but with the reclassification of R.J. Sermons, it opened up another spot and another opportunity for a defensive back. And I've said this before, and I'll double down on it, triple down, I'll say it again. Obviously, there are specific players that are more tailored for corner and more tailored for safety. But the system that USC deploys, the Danton Lynn system, that also is obviously embraced and embodied by Doug Belk, the secondary coach, is they are looking for extremely versatile and unique players that can play all over the field. Right? We've talked about it with Jalen Smith. He played 3 different positions over his time. We've talked about it with Anthony Beavers moving down to linebacker. We've talked about it with Prophet Brown and moving all over between outside, inside, playing some safety, different guys like that. Kamari Ramsey obviously is he's a safety, but he can play down in the box and all over the place. So yes, R.J. Sermons was a corner that reclassified. So many will say, well, Jet's a safety. What does that matter? But you're really looking at kind of the secondary as a whole and how many guys they're adding to the secondary, and they can move around like chess pieces. That being said, only one true safety in this class so far. That's Madden Riordan. Really talented SoCal kid, obviously. Joshua Holland is an athlete, can play both safety or corner. We'll see where he lines up. Obviously, you have Albert Hill and Brandon Lockhart are your corner commits, but again, we'll see kind of where that transitions. And the interesting thing about Jet is as a safety, but the dude is 6'5", 205. Now, all indications are he's getting recruited by Doug Belk, by Danton Lynn, kind of to be a secondary player, but he can certainly play in the box and could even transition to linebacker pretend. I mean, 6'5", 205, that's bigger than Talanoa Ely, 6'3", 205. I mean, that has a big body that could easily play some linebacker as well. So this is a player that I think USC should, and it seems like they are kind of going all in now, that they have a little bit more flexibility with that open spot that R.J. Sermons has now left open by reclassifying the 25. So I'll keep you posted on this one, but I think Jet Washington is a name to keep out for. 5-star. He's the 3rd ranked overall safety in this class per On3 industry rankings. And it's just, I think the relationship has grown. And it's something to definitely keep an eye on as USC continues their pursuit to add to this class. He did say after an unofficial visit in April to USC, quote that he told On3, I got to spend a good amount of time with each one of them, talking about Coach Riley, Coach Lynn, and Coach Belk. They showed me where I fit in their defense and showed me what they do on a daily basis. So again, I've talked personally to Doug Belk and how they love moving guys around, love the versatility, love guys always being ready so they can plug and play. And so able to maybe sit down with Jet and show him like, look, you played safety at Bishop Gorman. This is where we can use you all over the field here in this defense, which is just going to get you on the field more and develop you more for your future. Huge recruiting tactic. So we'll see how it goes. But June 3rd, locked in, official visit. Let me know what you guys think. I think this is a big one. Again, 5-star safety, Jet Washington out of Bishop Gorman, Nevada, the 3rd-ranked safety in the class. Going to be on campus June 3rd. We'll see how that goes, but I think this is one USC is going to pursue heavily and potentially try to lock him down after this visit. Let me know what you guys think. As always, fight on.